now that the English summer, India's English summer has ended, and I look back to what transpired, I have to say I'm more and more convinced that Test 20 is a format that we should all embrace. What is Test 20? Test 20 is about parity. Test 20 is about empowerment. Test 20 is about playing 80 overs in one day, 40 overs per team, 20 in red ball, 20 in white ball. I think this is absolutely the way forward. 80 overs per day is very, very doable. 80 overs per day is a norm. If you actually see, 90 overs आजकल कोई मैच में होता ही नहीं है क्योंकि बॉलिंग या ओवर रेट कम हो चुके हैं. सो 80 ओवर्स का जो ये प्लान हमने देखा है एज फार एज टेस्ट 20 इज कंसर्न, मुझे लगता है ये परफेक्ट प्लान है. और मैं क्यों कह रहा हूँ कि मैं कन्विंस्ड हो चुका हूँ. देखिए, मैं ना जब देख रहा था इन इंग्लैंड, आई वाज सीइंग स्पेक्टेटर्स में बहुत परसेंटेज नंबर इम्प्रूवमेंट और इंक्रीज फ्रॉम वीमेन. और अगर मैं ये देख लूँ भारतीय स्पेक्टेटरशिप के बारे में, मैं कह रहा हूँ, मैंने कार्डिफ में देखा सी ऑफ ब्लू, उसमें एटलीस्ट 30% to 35% वो वीमेन. अगर मैं लॉर्ड्स देखूँ तो शायद नंबर और भी बढ़ जाएगा, करीब 40-45% स्पेक्टेटर्स वर वीमेन. हमारे साथ प्रेस बॉक्स में जो लोग बैठे हुए थे जर्नलिस्ट, उनमें भी कई सारे इंडियन वीमेन जर्नलिस्ट जो नेट बॉलर्स थे इंडियन टीम के. सो अगर मैं इन्हीं का बात कर लूँ, देखिए इनका इंटरनेशनल करियर या फर्स्ट क्लास करियर अभी तो कुछ होगा नहीं, बट अगर टेस्ट 20 आ जाता है, टेस्ट 20 स्टार्ट हो जाता है, तो ये जो एज ग्रुप है ना, फ्रॉम से 13-14 राइट अप टू 20-21, सपोज आपने इंटरनेशनल क्रिकेट में आप कुछ कर नहीं पाए, इसका मतलब ये नहीं है कि आपका करियर ख़त्म या आप क्रिकेट परस्यू नहीं कर सकते हो या यू कैनॉट प्ले द स्पोर्ट एनी मोर. आप ज़रूर कर सकते हो. एंड इंग्लैंड वॉज एन इंडिकेशन टू मी दैट दिस पैरिटी फॉर्मैट, मेन एंड women, is the way forward. अगर मैं commentary देखूँ, I've seen men and women commentators doing commentary for the women's game. I've seen again women and men commentators doing commentary for the men's game. So if we are able to break through in terms of empowerment everywhere, why is it that there will not be composite teams? I mean, teams of 11 each, where women's team and men's team together will eventually decide the result. 20 overs by women, 20 overs from men, and the cumulative result will make the 40 overs. What it will also do, suppose think about a team meeting or a joint team meeting, and you have a woman leader, you have a men leader. Clearly they will discuss strategy. Clearly they will discuss leadership options. Now, we have recently heard how a Virat Kohli inspired a PV Sindhu. We have heard how a Sachin Tendulkar walked up to the Lord's change room and inspired the girls. We have seen a Sachin Tendulkar speak to the girls ahead of the Lord's Test match or in between the Lord's Test match. We have seen many such instances. Now, my point is, why should there be aberrations? Why should a Tendulkar coming has to be news? Why can't it be made the norm? Why can't men and women play together? Why can't they be part of the same team, discuss strategy, and why can't we bring about societal change in doing so? So in all of these senses, I think Test 20 is absolutely the way forward. I'm really convinced. What I will now want to see is a start. And I think for a start to kind of happen in the Indian subcontinent will perhaps be great, because ultimately this is an Indian formula. This is a tournament that is emanating from Indian soil. This is an idea that had originated from India with Gaurav Bahirwani and his team. So maybe in the subcontinent where the time zone will be the same, in a weather which is really good for cricket, so somewhere around November-ish, maybe October, November-ish, maybe in say Sri Lanka, where weather will be really, really decent and nice. The rainy season would have kind of gone. We would now want to see action, because Gaurav, you've got your formula right. 80 overs in a day, 40 each, 20 overs of red ball, 20 overs of white ball, parity, men and women, empowerment, giving people an opportunity between 13 and 21, allowing that second lease of life as far as cricket is concerned. Boy, oh boy, I will finish this video. If I close my eyes, I'm in 2026. If I close my eyes in 2031, 5 years of Test 20, what do I see? I see multiple players from the Test 20 format, the youth, among the women, having progressed in multiple countries to playing a WPL or a franchise league. I see at least a couple of people coming up the ranks and becoming national players. I see men and women, the empowerment story getting advanced, and Test 20 having been the leader. The International Olympic Committee has now mandated 50-50 in terms of events. So when I close my eyes and take myself to 2031, I see Test 20, the 80 over a day format becoming a world norm. I see 40 overs an innings kind of becoming a norm, and Test 20 having taken the lead in that. Most importantly, the men-women concept or parity, I think, will no longer stay tokenism and become the norm. This is a good concept, Gaurav Bhairwani. Go for it, and we at Revsportz will give you all the support.